Hello, butterflies, and welcome to Butterfly Tea Time. I hope you have your tea and your coffee ready. Today, we're doing a special with author Shantta Stevens, who wrote the book you can find on Amazon, The Hunt for Enough. And we're going to be discussing pain and how to navigate physical pain while going through autoimmune conditions. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
I'm better now that I'm with you guys.
So both my girls over here have really been going through a lot of physical pain in the last couple weeks. So we wanted to bring a special to you about some tips that have worked for them while battling autoimmune physical pain. So many of you guys have read Shanta's book. She wrote the book, The Hunt for Enough. It's all about healing from past trauma and finding your enough. If you are interested in getting involved in any of her workshops, she will be doing some breakout workshops, just navigating through a lot of past trauma and finding your enough. Welcome, Shantta.
Hey, sweetie. How are you?
Good. So, ladies, talk to me about what's been going on with you guys the last several weeks.
Mm-hmm. Good. So, well, for me, I've been in a lot of pain. I have had a procedure recently that supposed to make my better. Because I have fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
Because I already have peripheral neuropathy, and because I already have lupus, all of these that already cause chronic pain and
Yeah.
inflammation. Uh, I'm so my healing time, my recovery time is different, is longer. The pain level is different. It's on another level because it's like almost almost like everything's triggered by the procedure.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
it's like not only are you trying to recover and heal, but your body's like, wait a minute, what's happening? That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're getting attacked on every front. So for me, I've been hit from my pseudotumor cerebri, my back, my legs. It's just I've been dealing with a lot of pain that I used to feel when I was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
So it started to get so scary for me, and my doctors not understanding my lupus and the pain that I'm in, they have not treated me well. They, they I don't know if they just don't believe me. I don't know if they think I'm seeking pain medicine, but they have literally given me two options: to take something that I'm allergic to, allergic to, you know, or take something that doesn't work. That's almost like an over-the-counter medicine. And I'm
Yeah.
like, at this procedure, and you're telling me you are a pain specialist and you only have two medications that you can give me. Is that what you're saying to me right now? So now I have to fight Now I have to stress over finding a new pain doctor in
Yeah.
the after this last procedure. And what doctor wants to, come behind another doctor after a procedure like that? You know,
Right.
so it's been stressful, and it brought me back to my book. Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to what you're saying, because when you go through different levels of pain and you're trying to explain it to your doctor, and sometimes your doctors, they see where you come from and they don't understand it, and they should understand. That's the part that's frustrating, because they should know that lupus is unpredictable, and then you throw in all those other conditions, and when you have a procedure done like you explained, that it could trigger some of the other illness that are in your body, and it's like your body's playing tug of war. It's recovering from what you had done, but you also have the other underlying things like lupus and fibromyalgia that also contribute to pain. So yeah, I feel your pain. I didn't have a procedure done, but I definitely was in pain very much, and it reminded me, like you were talking about, a really dark space where you were in a wheelchair, of my inability to move, and I had to force myself to actually just rest. And for me, that was hard to do, because we're so conditioned to just keep going, keep going, keep going. But the fact that I was forced to do that
exactly.
made me feel really sad, and it may put me in a mental space where I was really sad, because honestly, yeah, I would want to do A, B, C, D, and E and all of that, but I couldn't. My body would not allow me to.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
So, so I'm glad you wrote the book, because it also gave me something to do too, to go
Yeah.
back and remind myself
Yeah.
that that we've seen something like this before. It may not be to this capacity, but we got through it the last time.
Exactly, sis. Exactly. And so, are you talking about that page? Past, it's past success coping. Like it's past life where you have coped successfully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn in that? How did you do it? You know, and actually working through the process you took in that moment to apply
Mm-hmm.
now to what you're going through. And y'all, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, because when that pain hits you, it'd be something different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
one moment you want to cry, the next moment you want to fight, the next moment
Yeah.
you just give up, the next moment you just want to pray and beg and plead God. You just struggling. You
Yeah,
know,
all three, all of those.
so no matter what type of pain you're feeling, and that's why I wrote the book. No matter what type of pain you're feeling, whether it's physical,
Yeah.
mental, whether it's spiritual, feeling, what I'm saying, you struggle with I how do I get to a point to where I can outwork it and fight back? And then who do I turn to? Who is going to be there for me just like I was for them? You
Yeah.
know, like who really got my back now? And how can I be there for myself? And how do I pray? How do I pray when I don't even know the word to say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and that's a good point, because sometimes we're conditioned to, like, you quote every scripture that you can think of, but sometimes the pain level is so great you don't have time to quote every scripture. You just like, Lord, can you help me?
Yeah.
yes,
And that's all you got, because I mean, when your entire body is hurting and it's like there is no relief, you want to find some comfort,
yes.
and you're looking for it however it can be delivered. Like, if it's going to come through the medication quickly, okay, let this medicine please work quickly. But
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So when
sometimes,
you were going through this, Shantae, you not only realize that one, you've survived this before, but you kind of had to just go back to the basics of what you've learned through surviving other episodes and what
Yeah,
you learned while even writing this book. So you had to put yourself back into recovery,
I did.
back to basics.
And I'll stop talking in past tense because I'm right there now. You know, my book is open right now.
Yeah.
on on confidence building. That's the page I'm on right now. You know, because I gained a good 18 pounds in 2 weeks. You know, I was so swollen. I didn't. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking like I'm pregnant. I'm just my skin just stretching to capacity to where I'm getting webs and stuff on my legs. You know, my husband got to bathe me. You know, look, yeah, I need some confidence building. So yes, the book
Still works.
works. And I'm not just saying it because it's my book. I'm saying it because it's the message that God gave me to share with the world through my
Absolutely.
hearing. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not about, it's about who it helps, you know, and right now it's helping me, you know, because we get to that point to where we living and we up and we forget, you know, that the down season is coming, you know. You're gonna have to use some of that stuff you learned, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be in this up forever, you know. So we have to always keep those tools handy and ready and always be charged and pulled up and ready for the fight, you know, because putting my guard down is where I feel I messed up. You know what I mean? I wrote the book. You know, I'm sharing. This is how you find your enough. You know, now it's like God said, okay, remember. So
Yeah.
I'm just I'm going through a season right now, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
I think you said plenty though. From what I'm getting, the takeaway that I'm getting from you at this moment is, even though we evolve and we get comfortable, things do happen. Lupus is unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. But the things that you know within your core that you've already learned, you have to go back and reapply those things because sometimes life hits you. Sometimes lupus shows up. Sometimes, I don't know, unexpected loved one dies. Sometimes life happens. But
Yeah.
if you have it within you and you got access to great tools like this book and you know what you know from your experience, then you're gonna make it through. It's gonna even out again. You just gotta ride the storm on out.
Yes,
And you
yes.
got the tools you need.
And believe it won't last forever.
Yeah.
So
Just
Shantae, break this down for us. How do you outwork the physical pain? What do you mean
mm,
when you say that?
when I say our work, it's when you get to a point to where you you don't want to take no more. You taking your power back. You know,
Okay.
now, you know, you gave yourself time to rest. You know, you recover, you try, you know, you're healing in the beginning. You're giving yourself time, you know, and being more compassionate and kind to yourself. But in this working and outworking phase, you need to be more stern with yourself. You need to be more assertive. You need to be more intentional with what you want to see happen in your life. And you need to make your actions meet those intentions. So, oh, my legs hurt right now, but I know I don't want them to hurt for the rest. So get off of it's gonna hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna have to push myself through a 10-minute yoga stretch, you know, just to alleviate some of the pain. I'm gonna have to work. It's it's gonna hurt for a little bit, but the work is going to give me some relief.
Okay. And then
So
break down what you mean with how to outlast pain.
when you outlasting the pain, hmm, this is when you are taking time to sit with yourself. You're
Okay.
taking time to heal. You're not pushing yourself more than you need to. You know, it's almost like, for me, it's almost like a zen state. It's like a
Okay.
state where I am being more compassionate to myself, and I'm trying to remind myself that I am okay. You know, uh, trying to remind myself that this will last forever. I'm trying to remind myself that I can, I'm stronger than my pain,
So
and
you're
that
speaking life into yourself and you're taking much needed rest. So if we were to think about this, you guys, in butterfly terms, when you're outlasting the pain, you're kind of going back into your cocoon. You're nourishing yourself. You're breathing life into yourself. You're getting back to the basics with Shantae's book. And then when you're outworking the pain, this is
yeah,
when you come back, you've healed, and this is when you're ready for the fight and you got your butterfly wings and your boxing gloves on.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. For me, I outlast by breath, by using breath work and meditation, and that's what helped me kind of just take some time and just sit with it, because you can't move when you're in pain all the time.
Right.
So you just got to sit still and just wait until you get to a point to where you can start to develop some strength to
Mhm.
fight back.
Mhm.
Okay. You also talk about having a good system in place for people that you can reach out to when you're in pain.
Yeah, we all need a good support team around us, no
Yeah.
matter. I don't think anyone is meant to go through life alone. I
No.
think we get healing from each other. I think we breathe life into each other. I think healing is contagious. I say that all the time. So just like, misery loves company, you know, I really believe that healing will flood the world for real. If when one person's healed, you pass that along. It's just it can't. Uh,
I love that. And you know that you guys have a really good support system here in play with Butterfly Glitter Group on Facebook. You will always be able to find someone to talk to, even in the middle of the night. We're here to lift each other up on our butterfly wings. When one of us is down, one of us is up, and we just like to come together, provide resources, and be a safe place for people to go when they are struggling with these conditions.
as far as turn to y'all for in this season I'm in right now, the caregivers have really been on my mind, because when we in pain like this, we can't do for ourselves like we want to, and we have to depend on other people, you know,
Yeah,
and sometimes it's so hard for them. We forget that it's hard for them to see us that way, you
yeah,
know, and that it's also hard for them to watch us go through, and they're going through something on their own too, you know.
yeah,
So, having somebody in your life, a friend, a family member, a psychiatrist, a counselor, whoever it is so crucial to the mental aspect of fighting back, fighting the pain. Having somebody that can uplift you, somebody
yeah,
can motivate you, and tell you it's okay and it's not, if ever, somebody that can hold your hand, somebody that we hold on to, in the middle of the night when the pain just won't stop, you know, somebody to be there, even if you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, but you somebody going through pain, don't just leave them in it.
Right.
Don't leave somebody is hurting in the thick of it, just because you're scared to approach pain. You don't know exactly what to do, and it's okay that you can't pull me out, but the fact that you are there, you're so much more than you person trying to fade
So you guys, earlier this year, we launched the Butterfly Nectar Sponsorship Program. So that is for the skincare for the butterfly rash, people that can't necessarily afford it. You can get involved in butterfly glitter, and you can actually sponsor a butterfly to receive the skincare throughout the globe. We're also going to be launching the Butterfly Buddy Program, which we will have advocates within Butterfly Glitter that will be willing to speak to you day or night and help you navigate the pain, help you really rest in having someone to speak to day or night. So stay tuned for that this year. Shanta's book, if you haven't already gotten a copy of it, is available on Amazon. It's called The Hunt for Enough. And Shanta's actually going to be hosting different workshops to help you find your enough. So if you're interested in getting involved with the More Than Enough workshops that Shantae will be hosting, she'll be deep diving into healing, navigating pain, and much, much more. So send us an email there and we'll be sure to get back to you and have you featured in that workshop. You're doing a lot of amazing work, and you are turning all of your pain, Shantae, into healing, and I really admire that.
Thank
and
you,
it's
sis.
healing others.
Thank you. I hope so. That's all I pray for. I never
And I
want.
love that you can pick this book up. Like, it's not one of those books where you read it and you're finished. This is a workbook that you can pick up time and time again and really deep dive in different parts of your life and different seasons. As you can see, Shantae, Delibra, and me are all on different, we've all read the book clearly, but we're all on different parts of going back into the book and breaking down whatever issues that we're facing currently.
Yeah.
What about you, Libra? How have you been feeling lately?
Similar to what Shantae talked about, I was having the level of pain that I had when I initially was diagnosed with lupus, and it was a scary place for me because so often, for the most part, I'm not in pain every day. So when I have pain levels where I have to force myself to actually rest, then it's a totally different thing. I mean, I have manageable pain that happens with the autoimmune disease, of course, but I mean, the level that I was experiencing was so intense that I had to really lay down. So for me, that was very challenging for me.
Yeah.
And emotionally draining.
Yeah.
And so I try not to be like shut off, but I will shut off and go into my place of isolation. And sometimes I need that because I need to acknowledge it for what it is, and that is not a happy, bubbly place. And so then I can come back and I can be my full self, and I can be like, okay, this is what I went through. And so I'm okay now. But there are definitely moments where I think just solitude and just having time in prayer and meditation, like Tay said, is necessary.
Yeah.
And knowing what you can tolerate and when it is time to call someone in to help, someone that you can talk to, like also what Shantae said, who really cares, who really gets it, who understands.
So how do you navigate when you're going through episodes of intense pain? You said you will isolate and get a lot of rest, stay in prayer, journal, and kind of have a lot of quiet downtime to heal and recover.
Definitely that's my outlet, and then I can actually acknowledge what it is, and I can talk to somebody about it. It's like I need that mental space for the clarity for me.
Yeah.
And then I can come back and I can break it down whatever's happened and be okay. Because sometimes I'm gonna be really transparent. I'm gonna have my moment where I'm gonna cry because it's like, okay, this looks like how my journey started. And then I have compassion and empathy. And I think about the people who never had a break with pain and they just constantly live like that. And it hurts my heart to be honest, because nobody should have to live in that kind of pain that we actually have with autoimmune disease. And it's not something that I can explain to other people who never had this experience. It's really painful. And also, like Shantae said, we have other conditions besides lupus and several conditions that cause pain at one time, going ping pong, ping me. You know, like fibromyalgia is like
They begin
shocking
to
through your
trigger each
body.
other. They all begin to just kind of like trigger each other and play off of each other.
Yeah, like with lupus, you have achy joints and you have pain, and fibromyalgia is like shocking, shooting pain, different parts of your body. And then migraine kicks in, and then it's like, okay, I'm dropping stuff. I can't hold a cup. I can't comb my hair. I mean, okay, I want to cut it all off. And then you get emotionally drained because it's like, if I can't comb my hair, I don't need to have any hair. So I can't hold my toothbrush. I can't do this. So you feel what I'm saying?
Feel that,
So
feel defeated, you feel less than, you feel forgotten, you feel misunderstood, you feel alone, you
yeah, yeah,
incomplete. Look, but we none of them, so much more.
yeah,
Reminding ourselves of that when we're in the pain, when we're in that season, when it just get to a point to where we feel like I can't take this. I I the doctor's not even helping. I can't do this no more. When
yeah.
we get to a point to where we just wondering, is this the last time? And we praying, God, can you please make this the last time? We just gotta remember. We gotta remember who we are and whose we are.
Yeah.
And that's what
And
I try.
remember that we've fought before, we've survived before, and seen the other side of the rainbow.
Yes.
Yeah, and I try, and I really do be trying to stay in that space, but Shantae, as you know, seriously,
Yeah.
when that pain level is like it's taking you back to the darkest places. Like for me, my pain level was reminding me of the beginning of my lupus journey, and I'm just like, God, I can't live like that. I mean, I'm not saying that I want to die, but I can't live like that every
Yeah.
day. I don't want to live like that every day. Like,
Well,
yeah,
and then I'm sure that triggers your emotions and your past trauma from surviving. I know Shantae was saying that reminded her of when she first
absolutely.
had to learn to walk again from being in a wheelchair. It brings you back to that place. And now it's like you've got to break it down and do the work all over again, but you have tools from your
Yeah.
previous battles and you have that wisdom and some inner peace.
Absolutely.
But I mean, that still will continue to get disturbed every time there's a severe episode like that. That's why we
Absolutely.
really want you guys to get involved in these workshops with Shantae. It really is about healing past trauma and persevering through things, not ignoring them and hiding them in the closet, but truly doing the work and healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you guys are interested in getting involved in any of these workshops, you can email at the listed email down below, and we'll get you involved and bring you on Shantae's journey to healing inside and outside. Thank you so much, Shantae, for sharing all of these tips that you've not only learned through years and years of counseling, but also through your journey with multiple autoimmune. As we
Yeah.
know, many of us are struggling with more than one autoimmune condition, and they can trigger each other, which can then also trigger us emotionally. So we just
Yeah.
want to do the work to heal and to build ourselves up. So Shantae can be found at infinitereach.llc.com. And then also you can find her on Facebook and Instagram under Shantta Stevens. Her book is available on Amazon, The Hunt for Enough, if you want to pick up a copy and really get involved in these workshops and come with us on this journey to healing so that we can persevere through the physical ailments. Thank you so much, ladies, and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be sharing comments throughout the week in stories. Also, Shantae is doing a huge makeover giveaway, and we actually have a winner for that. If you want to tell us about that, Shantae. Very
Yeah.
excited.
Yes, I am. I wanted to do this in Awareness Month, but dealing with this procedure and everything. But
Yeah.
we went ahead and picked Jillian Raven. She is butterfly box, and she is a life coach. She has been living with and thriving with lupus for 17 years. So she right with us, Libra.
Yeah.
But she is a wonderful human being. She is beautiful already. So we don't have to do, you know. I was like, does she need this?
I will also be donating a butterfly nectar to her as well.
Oh,
So
thank
I'll send that to you, or would you like me to send it to the actual event center?
you. You can send it to me
Okay.
and I'll put it in the whole.
Congratulations, Jillian. So what is Jillian winning exactly?
She is winning a whole bundle. So she has the book, the Humphrey Nuff book. She has the journal. She has art.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. And who is
Yeah.
the artist for all of this beautiful artwork on your book and beyond?
My daughter, Shantta Stevens. You can find her
Wow.
at Artsy Cara. So
She's so talented, and I love that you guys could partner on this collaboration and that she could bring her artwork forward.
I know, but
Pretty.
yeah.
So
Um
Julian is going to be winning. Tell me what she's winning again.
she's getting the book, the art piece. She's getting a bookmark, a pen, a journal. She's getting a mini session with me, a mini coaching session on how to journey. She's getting getting what you're sending, butterfly nectar,
Butterfly nectar skincare for autoimmune irritation in the skin, and then she's getting her makeup done, right?
getting her makeup done by J. Allure.
Wow.
She's getting her done by She Is Blonde. And the designer Curve Gear, Chateau de Curve Gear. She's gonna be modeling pieces from her. And the photographer M Creatives is going to be taken before and after. So that's okay.
Wow. So stay tuned, you guys. And Butterfly Glitter Group on Facebook will be showing her before and afters and just sharing a bit about her journey.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you so much, Shantta, for everything that you're doing in our community as you can continue to share all the things that you've learned throughout the year to help others with their battle and to share your light.
Oh, thank you, sis.
God bless you, girls. Have an amazing week. And until next time, fly free.
Hey, everyone.